Can
So
you repeat it just to remind us?
the Pahana Sanya.
No, up to Pahana Sanya.
Ah, okay. So from the Dasa Sanya we have done Anicca Sanya, Anatta
Anicca
Sanya.
Sanya.
Yes.
Anicca Sanya is the impermanence of things. Here, Anatta Sanya is in the non-self nature of things. Here, and
Asubha Sanya.
Asubha Sanya in the impurity of the the deeper thinking, and you see that it is not so beautiful as what it appears to be. So Asubha Sanya, the 32 parts, okay. Okay. Then
Then
uh,
Adinava Sanya.
Adinava Sanya, and the price you have to pay for it, isn't? How did we explain Adinava?
It's the sicknesses of the
Yeah,
body.
body, the pain and suffering of the body, and you see only the good and the beautiful, but you don't see the pain and suffering. So you have to see both. So much is good, but so much is bad. So that's to see the Adinava Sanya, then
Then Pahana Sanya.
Pahana Sanya. Now, how to get rid of? Yeah, can you elaborate on that?
Get rid of evil at a mental level.
How to get
Uppannanam.
rid of Papakanang, Akusalanang, Dhammanang. So, as soon as the evil thought arises, the akusala arises in the mind, you have to see it, uh, recognize it, get rid of it. With great effort, you have to get rid of it. So that's the homework you have to do. Don't be satisfied with whatever other people say. It is your homework that takes you towards Nibbana. It's your own effort and your own realization and your own investigation. So, okay.
Okay, Bhikkhuni. Anything else, or can I talk about Viraga
Yeah.
Sanya?
Now, Viraga Sanya. We come to Viraga Sanya. Okay.
The book says here you have written, it is peaceful, pleasant, relaxing, this giving up of defilements, attachments. Sabba
So,
sankhara samato.
sabba sankhara samato. So that is to say, when you give up defilements, you feel so happy. Just like that example I gave you, that monk who was suffering with defilements because he had intense craving for a woman, and the moment he gave up, he became. Uh, mm, uh, uh, what is the word you can I hear it again?
Sabba sankhara samato.
No, before that.
It is peaceful, pleasant,
Ah,
relaxing, giving up
then
of
he realized,
defilements.
my goodness, now I am peaceful, now I am relaxed, now I am happy because I gave up that miserable thought. So he himself thinks, Sabba Sankara Samato, that is what Viraga Sanya. Is it talking about Viraga Sanya?
Yes, Bhikkhuni, Viraga Sanya.
That is the Viraga Sanya. When he was with Raga or attachment, he was down on the dumps. When he gave up that attachment, now he is peaceful, happy, and what else? Uh,
Relax.
Satisfied, relaxed. But he was thinking of all that misery, and he was under tension, restless, and not knowing what to do and how to get what he wants. And even if he gets it, he's not satisfied. He wants again and again. So all that tension is gone the moment you realize it is a useless pastime. So the moment you realize it is unwholesome thinking that is giving me all the unpleasant feelings. The moment he gives up, He's having Viraga Sanya. It is nice, peaceful. I'm relaxed. I have no problem now. I'm not imagining all kinds of things and trying to get this and that and find and you give up the quest of raga. Raga is attachment. So when you give up attachment only you realize what a pleasant thing it is. Now I'm not interested in getting this and that, the best of food, best of people, best of this and that. And you are satisfied with whatever you get. So you enjoy all life. So if you get good food also you enjoy. If you get bad food also, yes, it's the same. Once you eat it, it is over. So that intelligence is what is necessary to develop. That your own realization. That giving up means relaxation. Okay?
Yes,
Giving up,
Bhikkhuni. Then you
giving
go
up
on
the
to
unwholesome.
yes.
Giving up
There is
the
also
unwholesome. Yeah.
Sabbupadi Patinisaggo, giving up
Sabba
greed.
upadi patini saggo.
Yes.
Upadi means Kama Upadi. There are several Upadis. Do you remember them? I have.
Yes, you have written here,
Uh,
Bhikkhuni. Kama Upadi,
uh,
Kanda Upadi, Kilesa
Kanta
Upadi,
Upadi, Klesa Upadi,
and
then
Abhisankhara Upadi.
Abhisankara Upadi. So Upadi here means Kama Upadi. Kama Upadi means this attachment and wanting happy things and looking for pleasure. So that is a upadi means it is a trouble. Upadi is a heavy burden to carry. Like so, kama upadi is when you want this and that, and then until you get it, you are having trouble, and once you get it, you want something else. So, like that, kama upadi is being wanting more and more good things in life, not satisfied with what you have. Upati, then the next one is Kama Upati, then
Kanda Upadi.
ah, Kanda
Kanda
Upati.
Upadi.
Kanda Upati means the five skandhas, the Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, Vijnana, the skandha aggregates. The Rupa, your attachment to Rupa means materiality. Uh, Vedana, your attachment to good feelings. And Rupa, Vedana, Sanya. Good Sanya means good things to see, hear, smell, taste, and good things to come from the six sense doors. Come, Kama. Then, what is that? Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara. That is the karma you make. So, you get happiness by doing akusala karma. You get happiness by doing kusala karma. So making karma becomes also a problem in the sense a weight to carry. It is only the arahant who doesn't make any karma. All of the others up till you become arahant make karma. So it is a weight to carry upadi. So then what is the next thing?
Next one is Kilesa
Yeah,
Upadi, desire for evil thought.
evil thoughts. So klesa upadi is a whole all defilements in the mind are a weight to carry because they don't give you relaxation, they don't give you happiness, satisfaction. So all evil thoughts are a weight to carry. So maybe we go through it again because it's difficult to remember.
Yes.
Kama upadi, attachment to sensual pleasure. Yeah. And next
Kanda
one,
Upadi,
Khandha, the attachment to the five aggregates, Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, Vijnana, Khandha Upadi. Then the next one,
Klesa upadi.
Klesha Upadi, the defilements that arise are a burden to carry. Klesha Upadi. And then
Abhisankhara upadi. Desire
Sankhara,
for volitional activity.
making karma, doing this and that. All our life we are making karma, building houses, doing this, that. They are also heavy burden to carry. So at the end of it, now yesterday, that there was a lady. She said, "With what great difficulty we built a house. Now it is empty. All the children have gone, and it's a real burden for us. So they have to maintain the house all the same. So making the house is one problem. Maintaining it is another problem. It has now no use for anybody, and it is a bigger problem." So like that, these things are upadi means burdens to carry. That's why the Buddha said, give up everything and get into robes. But not everybody can do that. And not everybody can make a success of that also. Because it needs a lot of skill and courage and to give up. And uh, so giving up defilements is possible for anybody without having to give up all your physical things. So you don't have to give up your car, you give up your attachment to the car. You don't have to give up your wife and child. You have no greed for their wife and child. So they are free. You have no, mm, uh, you don't have to give up your house. You only have no greed for the house. You can always share it with your in-laws or anybody who wants. So the house is open house. You give them food and drink and entertain them. So if you are greedy for the house, you will not entertain anybody. You will have it close. So like that, you can't give up physically, but you can give up the greed you have for physical things. That's what you have to do. You can't give up the body, but you can give up the greed to satisfy this body. So these are things for you to contemplate on. I'm only saying very little. The rest is your homework. You have to contemplate on them again and again and make it alive. Then only you benefit by what is being said. Because see, very little we can say. More and more is you work by yourself. Okay, I think we have come to the end of the time limit. I,
Yes, so we have done up to Viraga Sanya.
Mhm.
Uh, we have you discussed uh, anicca Sanya, that is
Yes.
contemplation of impermanence.
Yeah, of mind and body and outside. You see impermanence all over if you want to see how things are changing. The flowers are changing, the trees are changing. Though we think it is the same tree, it is not the same tree. New leaves have come, new foliage, new roots, new bark. So when you see the anicca sanya, you understand, though they appear to be the same, there is a tremendous rising and passing away which is not visible unless you have enhanced knowledge about anicca sanya. Okay, then
Okay.
anatta sanya also, yeah, you have to understand the non-self nature. Things happen due to causes and conditions, not due to me. So that also gives you wisdom about the nature of life and living. Anicca Sanya, Anatta Sanya, Asubha Sanya is to see yourself in all the complex, uh, the inside complexity, the inside body parts, the outside, and see that they are the putrid nature, the beautiful nature, and the changing nature of your body. So, Asubha Sanya, Adinava Sanya, what did you say for Adinava Sanya?
Adinava Sanya Bhikkhuni is contemplation on the bodily ailments, the misery of
Oh,
sickness.
okay. Yeah, then Adinava Sanya. Then the next one?
Is Pahana Sanya, getting rid of
Yeah.
evil at a mental level.
Getting rid of seeing your own defilements and getting rid of it. That is Pahana Sanya. Then
Viraga Sanya.
Viraga Sanya, what does that say?
It is peaceful, pleasant, relaxing, this giving up of defilements, attachments. Sabba,
Yeah.
sankhara, samato.
So you become relaxed and peaceful, and you by giving up, by not hanging on to worldly things. The more you give up, the more relaxed you become. So, as householders, what we can give up is not material things, but the greed and hatred that goes with material things. That's what we have to give up. So, for instance, you can't give up your house and home and your family and everything, but you can give up your greed and hatred and anger and all kinds of emotional defilement that arise in the mind. So, what you have to give up is those defilements and not the material things. Because you must understand that for all material things, you have greed, hatred, ignorance, fear, pride, all these things. So, what you have to give up is not the material things, but that uh, uh, the the mentality that you have towards material things. So, if they are full of non-greed, non-hate, wisdom, with metta, karuna, mudita, upekka. So you have to react to the world in a positive way and not in a negative way where you accumulate greed, hatred, ignorance about the world. Okay?
Okay, Bhikkhuni. Then, so that is Viraga Sanya. So today it is Nirodha Sanya.
Yeah.
Shall I read it out?
Yeah, you better.
Nirodha Sanya is the same as above, that is Viraga Sanya. It's giving up the latent Anusaya defilements. And
Yeah.
you have listed 7 Anusayas.
Yeah. They are the proclivities. We have inborn defilements which we must recognize and try to get rid of. That is what viraga means, giving up defilements. And that itself is nibbana, the nirodha sanya. So, what are the proclivities?
They are Kama Raga, Patiga,
Kamaraga means sensual pleasure,
Patiga, revenge,
that's why revenge and anger, yeah,
Mana, pride and conceit,
pride and conceit,
Ditti, me, I, mine, soul,
the understanding and thinking this is me, I, and mine, and whereas me, I, and mine is only a conventional reality, you have to see the absolute reality. So, that is,
uh, that is Ditti, yes. Next is Vichikicha, Doubt about
Uh,
the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha and the path.
that's only if you follow that, you will be convinced that this Dhamma is helpful to me to get over all my problems. I can give up my anger, hatred. I was earlier, I didn't know any Dhamma. Then I was victim to my own mind. But now I know that I am not victimized by my mind. I don't allow my mind to be and to entertain greed, hatred, ignorance, fear, doubt, pride, conceit, all those defilements I have got rid of. Then that is the person who is uh, closer to Nibbana. And one fine day when he gives up everything, he achieves Nibbana. So that is the nirodha Sanya. So it's a gradual process of seeing your own defilements and seeing them in terms of anicca, in terms of non-self. Then what are all that? Can you mention them again?
Yes, Vikuni. So
Yeah.
Kamaraga, Patiga,
Yeah.
Mana, Ditti, Vichikicha. Next is Bhavaraga.
So finally, you have no more wish or will to be born again and again once you understand the reality of Nibbana. Until that, it is a, uh, it is understanding with mindfulness and wisdom the the life, what life is about. Okay.
Next is, and the last one is Avijja, ignorance, delusion, wrong view.
Yeah, that becomes only after you become enlightened. Once you become enlightened, then you can see in retrospect, I was so foolish. I used to get angry. I used to be mad and I used to go fighting and arguing. Then only you realize what Nibbana is. Until that, you don't know what it is. So, for instance, like if someone has never gone to Anuradhapura, he doesn't know what Anuradhapura is, but he's going. And some such day he goes to Anuradhapura, he knows, this is Anuradhapura. So until that, it's a question of you're having to go. So take the discipline, do the practice until the Viraga Sanya and the nirodha Sanya you get, and then you know what it is, what Nibbana is. Nirodha Sanya is Nibbana. Until that, you don't know what it is, but you take this, you have to take the effort that you need to go to Anuradhapura to know what it is. So, until you become enlightened, you don't know what it is. So, but you have to go. Okay?
Sad, sad, Bhikkhuni, Mahansa.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, so, I mean, there are two more Sanya Bhikkhuni, actually three more. But I think we covered sabbaloke, anabirata Sanya at the very beginning.
yeah.
Uh,
That is,
that,
you
yes.
give up the insatiate greed and pride for the world. Okay? And selfishness and me, I and mine. That is sabbaloke anabirata sanya for the entire world. You have no more selfish motives. You have no more wanting this and that. That you are satisfied all the time with whatever you have and you are at peace.
Right. Then the next one is Bhikkhuni, sabba sankhara anicca sanya. That is the contemplation on impermanence of all karma formation,
Yeah.
volitional activity.
So that's also a concept which you have to develop. So once you know whatever kusal or akusal karma that you have made, it is done and finished. So no use regretting, no use thinking, I was doing so many good things because they have been done and finished. Anicca Sanya. All the good things you have done is also finished. All the bad things you have done also is finished. So you don't have to think about it again and again with regret or with pride or something. I am such and such. I have done so many good things. No, you have finished anicca sanya. They have come and gone. So whatever good you have done, whatever bad you have done, they are all anicca. They have come and gone. So no use regretting, no use having pride and conceit about all your achievements. They have all come and gone. They are not there anymore. So, as time goes on, when you become mature and older, you realize where are all my children, where are my houses, my money, and my status, and my job, and what not. I thought I was so great. But where is it? Now it is death. I am on the threshold of old age and death. I have already had to give up all of what I thought was mine. So once you die, the rest of it is completely gone. Mm. So now you don't have to worry about your bank balance or earning money or anything because then you have given up everything. That is what we expect. We should expect that one fine day we have to give up everything that we call is me, I, and mine, including your bank balance and your status and your pride and conceit. All of it will disappear, and with that for sure. Okay, even while you are alive, you can see them uh, disappearing, and once you die, of course, it will finish for good. Okay, anicca sanya. These things arise and pass away. Okay.
Okay, Vikuni. Sadhu, sadhu,